Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. Lily, say hi. So today we're gonna do the Do I Have That Book tag, just for a little bit of fun. So we got some prompts and then we'll see if I have a book that fits that prompt, just so you guys can kind of see what books I do have, just to give you guys an idea. All right, let me get the questions. Okay. All right, ready, set, go. Okay. Book with deckled edges. Book based on another fictional story. Do you have a book with a title 10 letters long? Do you have a book with a title that starts and ends with the same letter? No. Do you have a mass market paperback book? I believe this is. Go with this one then. Okay. You have a book written by an author using a pen name? Yes, I do. Let's see. Oh, I know. Do you have a book with 2 maps in it? Ooh, this one might be hard. I don't know if I have. I swear there was a map. Nope. Okay, well, just gonna have to take the L on that one, I think. I'll just have to do the obvious for this one. Book written by someone who is originally famous for something else. Yes, I do. Do you have a book with a clock on the cover? Shoot, I don't know. One of these. Alright. I'll take it. This is gonna be the closest thing I have. Do you have a book with an award stamp on it? That works. Do you have a book written by an author with the same initials as you? This one is highly unlikely, I think. No. Oh, hey, how about that? Hey! Do you have a book of short stories? Okay, there's that. Do you have a book that's between 500 and 510 pages long? Oh, I'm sure there's something around here. Oh, this one's very close. Oh my god. Haha. Yes. You know what? I'm counting it. Took way too long. Book that was turned into a movie. Yes, there's definitely one of these. Okay. Do you have a graphic novel? Do you have a book written by 2 or more authors? Oh. Question number 3. Do you have a book based on another fictional story? So for this one, I chose Part of Your World, A Twisted Tale by Liz Braswell. This is obviously, if you haven't guessed, based on The Little Mermaid, but there is a major twist to the story that maybe or maybe not changes the outcome of what happens. Like this one says, what if Ariel had never defeated Ursula? And so based on that, it's gonna kind of explore what might have happened in that case. I haven't read this one yet, but I am curious and very interested to see. Question number 4. Do you have a book with a title 10 letters long? This one took me a minute to find. Stormfront by Jim Butcher. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is the Harry Dresden series, which is a series of mystery books that have magic in them. For example, Harry Dresden is a wizard, and he's kind of a private investigator wizard. Number 5, do you have a book with a title that starts and ends with the same letter? For this one, I found Torment by Lauren Kate. This is, I think, the second, this is the second book. The first one's called Fallen, and I have not read these series yet, but from what I remember, it's kind of about like fallen angels and a girl who goes to an academy, I think, and then discovers that she's a fallen angel too, or something like that. Something like that. I have not read the series. So, yes, Torment. 6, do you have a mass market paperback book? I wasn't 100% sure if I did have a book that was a mass market paperback, but I think this one is going to be the closest of any. So this is Game of Thrones by George R.R. Martin, and I feel like most of you already know this story either from the book or the very, very popular TV series. I love that series. Number 7 is a book written by an author using a pen name. So for this one, we have Richard Castle, Frozen Heat. So I don't know if any of you have ever seen the TV show Castle. I used to love that show when I was a kid. And this book is based off of the, well, so, okay, it's a little confusing, but the character, the main character of the show Castle, is a writer who ends up assisting the police on investigations. So this is supposed to be the books that he mentions in the series. So it's like the TV show character wrote this book, if that makes sense. I feel like I explained that very badly. It's a bunch of mystery novels, cop novels, something along those lines. I haven't read this because this isn't the first one, so I need to get the first ones in the series. But it is, Richard Castle is a pen name. It's actually written by someone else, because Richard Castle is a fictional character. Okay, moving on. Question 8, do you have a book with a character's name in the title? So for this one, I chose Always and Forever Lara Jean by Jenny Han. This is the third book in the To All the Boys I Loved Before series. Trilogy. This is the third book in the To All the Boys I Loved Before trilogy. This one is pretty much about they're getting ready to go to college and just trying to figure out what that means for the relationship and all of that. I don't want to give spoilers since it's the third book in the trilogy. So yeah, that's kind of it. It's a cute little contemporary book. I had fun reading them. So number 9, do you have a book with 2 maps in it? So I actually was unable to find a book with 2 maps in it. It's very possible I have one and I just didn't look at the right books, but I'm taking the L on that one. So yeah, no books with 2 maps in it. Number 10, do you have a book that was turned into a TV show? This is an obvious one probably. So for this I chose City of Bones by Cassandra Clare. The Shadowhunters Mortal Instrument series is the first series, and this was this was turned into a TV show on Freeform, formerly known as ABC Family. It was an interesting adaptation. Number 11, do you have a book written by someone who's originally famous for something else? This is Girl Online by Zoe Sugg, also known as Zoella. She's a really famous YouTuber. This is a fictional story. It's a trilogy, and it's about a girl who has a blog online, kind of anonymously. Then she meets a famous musician, and then, you know, contemporary things go on from there. Yeah, that's that. It's a cute little book. I enjoyed them. It's a quick read. All 3 were pretty good. The main character has issues with anxiety, I believe. So that was an interesting to see how that kind of worked into it as well. Number 12, do you have a book with a clock on the cover? So once again, we're going back to the Shadowhunters world. We got Clockwork Angel by Cassandra Clare, which if you look has Big Ben right in here, and I think that's gonna be the closest I have to a clock. I mean, it is a clock right there, it's just a little shadowed. This is the second series in the Shadowhunters world. This takes place in 1800s London. It's about a girl named Tessa who is human, maybe not, question mark. And we kind of start out with her being held captive and then getting rescued by 2 shadow hunters, Will and Jem, and they have to figure out what is different about Tessa and figure out why the hell she was kidnapped in the first place. 13, do you have a poetry book? So for this I may be cheating a little bit, but we have Good Morning, Good Night, Little Pep Talks for Me and You by Lin-Manuel Miranda. And this is kind of like little, like haikus, I guess. Like, see, it's like little poetry, and then there's like a morning and a good night on each page, and it's just kind of like little things to keep you positive. And it's a cute little book. I enjoyed it. Number 14, do you have a book with an award stamp on it? So, at first I didn't think I would have one for this, but I got lucky again. We have Looking for Alaska by John Green, which has this little, oh, let me just read the back to you because I honestly don't remember much about what this one was about. I'm pretty sure I read this one. Let's see. Before, Miles Pudge Halter's whole existence has been one big non-event, and his obsession with famous last words has only made him crave the great perhaps even more. He heads off to the sometimes crazy, possibly unstable, and anything but boring world of Culver Creek boarding school, and his life becomes the opposite of safe. Because down the hall is Alaska Young, the gorgeous, clever, funny, sexy, self-destructive, screwed up, and utterly fascinating Alaska Young, who is an event unto herself. She pulls Pudge into her world and launches him into the great perhaps and steals his heart. After, nothing is ever the same. Number 15, do you have a book written by an author with the same initials as you? This one I wasn't sure I would be able to find, but then I realized my initials aren't that uncommon. So, KS are my initials. The Help by Catherine Stockett, so KS. Glad I was able to find something. So, The Help, a lot of you may know what this is about. So, Abilene Clark is a black maid in 1962 Jackson, Mississippi, raising her 17th white child. She's always taken orders quietly, but lately it leaves her with a bitterness she can no longer bite back. Her friend Minnie Jackson has certainly never held her tongue or held on to a job for very long. But now she's working for a newcomer with secrets that leave her speechless. And white socialite Skeeter Flynn has just returned from college with ambition and a degree, but to her mother's lament, no husband. Normally, Skeeter would find solace in Constantine, the beloved maid who raised her, but Constantine has inexplicably disappeared. Together, these seemingly different women join to work on a project that could forever alter their destinies and the life of a small town. To write, in secret, a tell-all book about what it's really like to work as a black maid in the white homes of the South. Despite the terrible risks they will have to take and the sometimes humorous boundaries they will have to cross, these three women unite with one intention: hope for a better day. I've heard good things about this. You know, there was the movie that came out. So, yeah, I think I still want to read this eventually. I've had it on my shelf for a little while. Get around to that one. Number 16, do you have a book of short stories? This was another one I didn't really have a lot of because I don't really collect short stories. Excuse me. I don't really collect short stories that much, really. So, we're going back to the Shadowhunter world again. We have Ghosts of the Shadow Market by Cassandra Clare, Sarah Reese Brennan, Maureen Johnson, Kelly Link, and Robin Wasserman. And these are just like multiple stories about different characters, I think. I haven't read this one yet, so I'm not 100% sure. But I think it's different characters in the Shadow Market. Yeah, that is pretty much it. That's all I got. Alright, my camera's starting to overheat, so I'm going to try to run through the rest of these really quick. So we were at number 17, A Gentleman's Guide to Vice and Virtues, which is between 500 and 510 pages. It's right here. You can see 510 right there. Okay. I'll skip over the synopsis just because I'm trying to finish this real quick before my camera gives out on me again. Number 18, do you have a book that was turned into a movie? So for this we have Simon versus the Homo sapiens agenda. The movie did all right for the book. I really enjoyed the book, which I read after I saw the movie, but you know. Number 19, do you have a graphic novel? I'm not sure if this is more graphic novel or comic book. I don't really know the difference between the two because I don't read that much. But we have The Walking Dead Compendium 1, which is that. So, yeah. So for the last one, do you have a book written by 2 or more authors? And we have My Lady Jane, which was written by Cynthia Hand, Brody Ashton, and Jody Meadows. I feel like I should get a bonus point for being 3 authors instead of 2. Yeah, that is the last one. Thank you for watching. Give the video a thumbs up if you liked it. Leave a comment down below. Let me know leave a comment down below. Let me know if you've read these books, what you thought. If you liked them, you didn't like them. Just let me know. And thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.